is so crazy. Look, we're just going to get another one and just tap them out every turn. Oh my gosh. Yes, we'll take that action. Oh my gosh, he's tapped out for 2 turns because we're going to double cast this thing. It's not a legendary. It's not legendary? Oh my gosh, he is so hosed. We're just controlling the game. Welcome to those that like Magic the Gathering, other known as MTG. Well, we have this deck right here. It is Simic Ramp, but it is with Beast of the Sea God. So this is Simic Ramp God. Now, I know, listen, so I made a deck called Simic Ramp Mill, and we had some success with that. It revolves around thassa-deep dwelling. Now, everybody's talking about Thassa, you know, the sea god, right? But I'm sitting there going, thassa-deep dwelling is the better card. Okay? So I'll put up Thassa, the god, right up here. And you can look at that at 5/5 indestructible, right? But let's kind of come back to here. What would you rather have? So this taps another creature, but look at its bottom. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 target creature you control, return that card to the battlefield. So you have to be creative with this card. And guys, by the way, so this is Simic Ramp Best God. That probably hurt some people's mics. So kind of what we do here in the Simic Ramp deck is we take the shell of the Simic Ramp deck. We have the Arbor Grazer. So basically, when it enters the battlefield, you put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. So it helps you ramp up. You have the Leafkin Druid. It's an elemental, so it kind of plays into the elemental theme. Right here we have Growth Spiral. Quadruplicate. So basically, you create a token of a copy of a target creature you control. And Jumpstart. So basically, to jumpstart it, if this is in your graveyard, so say you cast it, create a copy of a creature you control, then you discard a card out of your hand, and you can recast this thing. We have Risen Reef, and basically, when Risen Reef or another elemental enters the battlefield under your control, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you put it onto the battlefield tapped. If you don't, you draw the card. So basically, guys, when every single time you bring down an elemental, and Risen Reef is an elemental itself, and we're going to go into some gameplay, but kind of showing you the deck here. So basically, you draw a card. Okay, if it's a land, you put it on the battlefield tapped. If not, you just draw the card. But I really want to draw your attention back to Thassa-deep dwelling. I've been keep on harping on this card. And right now, guys, be careful by buying Theros cards. Not because of anything weird, just because everything from pre-release, it artificially inflates prices. We all know this. When a set comes out, there's a limited number of cards. So basically, when there's a limited number of cards, that means that the price tag is higher. But the more and more people open up booster boxes, like we'll be opening up a booster box, so I hope you join me for that. If I get enough subscribers and you comment in the comment section, I will open up a booster box. And also, feel free to type in your MTG Arena, hit Play Theros. So literally type in Play Theros. So go into your store really quick. But go into your corner right here. Right? Where I'm like hitting all these T's. Can you see this? And type in Play Theros. You'll get 3 free booster packs. Thank me later. Alright, let's go back to the deck. Alright, so we're back to the deck. So if you want to hit that Play Theros code, thank me later. Did it work for you? Again, it's a capital P and a capital T on the play, and the Theros is a capital T. But alright, so kind of with this card, this is the end game card. But let me draw Thassa. So Thassa, this is the card I think is the better Thassa. Alright, it's a 6/5 indestructible, which beats a 5/5. Its devotion is the same as the other Thassa, but this is much better. I mean, you can tap a target creature, then at the beginning of your end step, so you can exile a card, and then it enters the battlefield yet again. So that's good with Cavalier of Thorns, because notice when it's called, all these creatures that have ETB effects, enter the battlefield effects. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library, put a land card from among them onto the battlefield. So, like, you can keep on getting land every turn with Thassa and Cavalier of Thorns. Do you see that combo? Yeah, I do. Agent of Treachery. When it enters the battlefield, gain control of target permanent. And, at the beginning of your end step, if you control 3 or more permanents you don't own, draw 3 cards. So you can keep on flipping that over with Thassa. All these creatures that I'm talking about. Flip it over, flip it over, flip it over, flip it over. So our mill deck, our Simic Ramp deck, it's called Simic Ramp Mill. Look it up on the YouTube channel. And you'll see that we are able to mill our opponent quite a bit. There's a Sphinx card, it's actually Sphinx, where when it comes into play, you mill 10 cards off an opponent's library. And then you can do it again on the same turn with Thassa, because you'll exile it, then enter it to the battlefield yet again. This is a kind of a different deck. This is Simic Ramp, because this card, to me, it's Mythic. It's going for like $3 right now. So this is a crazy card. It's an 8/8 blue crack. So you create a blue Kraken creature token with hexproof. You're like, okay, so that's not impressive. You get an 8/8 hexproof creature. But look at its number 2 on the Saga. Turn 2, tap all non-land permanents target opponent controls. They don't untap during their next untap step. So you just tap all their crap, and then their next turn, they don't untap. And you can just swing with your creatures. Oh, and then turn 3, you gain control of target permanent and opponent controls, and you untap it. Yeah. Basically, that says game's over. Look at our deck. Alright. So, let's go into the gameplay. So, like I said, I've gone Mythic status. Almost every single month I've been on MTG Arena. But this is not what this is about. This is not about going Mythic this month. It's about having fun, competitive decks that are actually competitive. If you watch my previous gameplay, which you should. All right, so we're back into our match. So the whole thing with this deck is you want to get as many lands on the battlefield as you can, and our deck can do that. It's a great deck to do that. So we do get our. And by the way, Cavalier of Thorns are elementals. So, Risen Reef, remember what I said, when an elemental enters the battlefield, you draw a card? Yeah, any elemental. So we're going to keep this hand, not the best hand we've ever seen, but kind of doable. So we have the Riven Reef, Cavalier of Thorns. Kind of reset this up here. Alright, so we're going to bring down the Temple of Mastery. And we're looking at our top card. We're fine with the land. So we have 27 lands in the deck, and I think you'll start to see why. So our opponent has Temple of Plenty. It's just basically one of those tap things. So this is where this card comes in from M20. Remember this card is called Starfield Mystic? Enchant spells cost 1 less to cast. Whenever enchantment you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1/+1. So it's really good with the Theros theme. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're just going to bring in an island, and we're going to pass our turn, because there's really nothing else that we can do. Yeah, so Simic Ramp is really going to be a huge deck, I believe. Once the market kind of cools down, I think people are going to realize that... So we draw our Hyrdoid Krasis. Now we're going to bring out our Risen Reef right here. And look, we basically draw a card. Okay, so it's not a land. Alright, so then we pass our turn. He's going to create 2/1/1 white human creature tokens. So, the thing with Theros is not as powerful as Eldraine. I think we're going to look back on Eldraine and go, wow, that was really powerful. Eldraine was a really powerful set, even with Oko being banned, Once Upon a Time being banned. Gosh, a lot of cards being banned. Alright, so our opponent's really, like, just going to Pound Town. He's like, I'm just going after you, buddy. Alright, so we can't just sit back and take this. We actually have to use our Hyrdoid Krasis. And even, we're just going to draw a card. We're going to hit it for 2. Draw a card, gain a life. Bring it 2/2 on the board because we're just getting swarmed by White Weenie. Any single time you see green-white, I'm just thinking, man, it's a really scary combo because they're either playing in like a deck that's, and you know with green it's funny because they got cards that say give all creatures plus whatever. I mean, we're gonna block, but I have a feeling he might have something in his hand to ramp it. No, I thought he'd have something to ramp it up. Be great if you just passed a turn. Yes, you do. Oh, we got Nissa in here. Ouch. Alright, so, okay, so that's interesting. So we can go Nissa, then Hyrdoid Krasis next turn, or this, just shut our opponent down next turn. Tap all their crap. So for demonstration purposes, I'm going to do Nissa Shakes the World, and I'm going to try to bring this down. The beast,
Through this land, we are all connected.
Yeah, we got it. Alright, so +1. Yeah. So you see, we brought down Cavalier of Thorns, which is a 5/6. We're going to attacks. All right, our opponent takes 3. All right, I'm trying to adjust this into the screen here. All right, so our opponent's kind of taking their time, and that's fine. You know, yeah, that's why green kind of scares you a little bit, green-white. It's just never so simple, is it? So hopefully he attacks us, right, and not Nissa. Now, he doesn't know what we have in our hand, right? So, I mean, but see how we can kind of draw this out of our hand really quickly? The Sea God. So, like, these are all like combos. Yeah, he's attacking us, and so that would be a. I don't know if he's gonna be able to. You know, we're in a blocks here, and I don't know if he's gonna be able to make his creatures bigger. But so this is where Kiora comes right into play. We can shut him down. He's gonna destroy our. Yeah, he's gonna destroy Nissa. So we're not gonna be able to do it. I so badly wanted to be able to do that. Alright, so we're going to bring down... Yeah, we're going to bring down Cavalier of Thorns. We're going to bring down this right here. And we're absolutely going to pass a turn. So we would have been able to tap him out, right? So we would have created an 8/8 hexproof and then tapped all of his lands. So it's just unfortunate we just couldn't get that out. He killed our Nissa, but you can kind of see where this deck is going, right? I mean, you can kind of see how quick we can manipulate Simic Ramp. People think Simic Ramp is just for Hyrdoid Krasis, but with Theros coming out, it changed everything. I mean, the Simic Ramp, I mean, to me, you know, we're going to bust it. We're going to break it. I mean, everybody's going to talk about the White God, the Sun Crown, and they should. Because there's a infinite combo in Pioneer, and there's 2 infinite combos in Modern. It's Sun Crown with Walking Ballista. Alright, so he's attacking with a 5/6. Alright, so... Yeah, we're going to block the 4/6 to the 5/6. I need to do that. And he might have something, so we're just getting beat down through, like, a white weenie. Alright, so we'd create an 8/8 right here. And then tap all of his stuff. But I think that's going to lose us the game if we actually play that, because we're at 3 life. He's got 5 creatures. Let's make this a 5/5. Gain some life. Oh, and we have this. Oh, wow. No attacks. Hopefully he doesn't have another Convoke thingy. Okay, he doesn't. But being able to tap out our opponent is going to be huge. So if he doesn't do anything next turn, then we're definitely going to play this. Or bring out another Hyrdoid Krasis and then drop this down. Create an 8/8, tap him out. So let's see here what our opponent's going to do. Oh, we drew another one. Okay. We're going to gain another 3 life. Draw, make it 6/6. Whew. We got to be aggressive a little bit here. We got to hit him for 5. And we're going to Squadusha land here. We have so many options. Like we have Thassa, Deep Dwelling. You see why the other Thassa, like it's not as effective. For mono blue decks, absolutely, it's a 5/5 indestructible for 3 mana. But this Thassa, Deep Dwelling, to me, is the one that you want to buy. Because this can play in Pioneer. This can play in Modern. This is a card that's translatable, and he's got another way to create creatures. Okay, he's attacking with a 1/1. I mean, I'll block with this. Is he going to give it, like, Death Touch or something? I don't know what he's doing. Alright. Oh, gain life, draw a card. Gotcha. Alright, and this right here, if we can do it for 10, we can do it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of our creatures we get +10/+10 in haste. So let's do this. Let's bring this down and create an 8/8 and then tap him out. Ooh, that puts pressure on our opponent. Look at this. Oh, that's just nasty. We're going to use a Growth Spiral, put some more mana on the battlefield. Oh, we got Nissa. Oh. Well, we're going to tap all of his I'll attack for 5 in there. Then we tap all of his creatures next turn. Oh. See, this card is so freaking good. It's only $3, guys. Yeah, he's gonna try to do the same thing. Oh, whenever you gain life. All right, so we have to block it anyway. Look, this ends the game. Look, it ends the game. We're gonna tap all of his creatures. Look, they're all gonna get tapped. Tap, 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 tap. They're gonna be tap dancing, man. Woo! Learn some salsa. It's game. There's nothing you can do. Oh, that's great, guys. So feel free to subscribe, share, and like. We'll play another match. Ooh, a Theros pack. Oh, if you want to also check out us opening up booster packs, go ahead and do that. I opened up about 90 booster packs. You can check it out on our channel. There's about an hour-long video. It literally is titled 50 booster packs opening. Yeah. If you're like, how do you know Theros like inside and out? Guys, I went to 3 pre-releases. I'm not tooting my own horn. I just went to Friday Night Magic draft tonight. I've been building, like, I've opened up 90 booster packs. Like, yeah. Like, guys, buy thassa-deep Dwelling, please. All right, sorry guys, my phone was going off. I have an ill family member, and so when my phone was going off tonight. I have a tournament that I'm going to be at for Modern on Sunday. True story. I do play Modern. I play Modern. You're like, a Modern player plays Standard as well? Absolutely. Alright, so this deck is annoying as crap. He's playing the Priest of Forgotten Gods. And guys, if you're like, how come you're talking about other opponents' decks? Because I want you to see my opponent's gameplay as well, not just mine. So, and his thing is, sacrifice 2 other creatures, any number of... So basically, he sacrifices 2 creatures, we sacrifice a creature, we lose 2 life, he draws a card. Yeah, it's a pretty good, nice little combo there. So we're going to drop this guy right here. We're going to ramp ourselves up with Leafkin Druid. And here's a new Theros card. It's a I'm not a big fan of it. It's a 3/2 creature for 3. When there's a battlefield, you create a goat. Sacrifice another creature, you scry 1, you can pay 5, you exile 4 cards, you cast it for its escape cost, comes in with 2+1/+1 counters. To me, it's an underwhelming creature. Alright, so we're gonna block the 2/1, I guess, right? Alright, our draw. The breeding pool will take pain. So we're going to drop this in right here. Risen Reef again. We'll draw a card. So kind of just chilling there. Draw that card there. Yep. Okay, so we didn't get a land. We couldn't put it on the battlefield, but we do no attacks. Don't feel like attacking with a 0/3 creature. So we can get this on the board. A 5/6 with reach. I mean, you see how we kind of, and this we'll put another land on the battlefield next turn. So you see how we can ramp right into this thing? Yeah. Also check out our mill deck too as well. Block that. Take 3. So notice we're kind of like taking shots at the very beginning. But then we put up, right around turn 4, we put up an unpenetratable wall. Alright, well, I value ramping at this point, so I'll sacrifice a Leafkin Druid at this point. Alright, he creates a goat. I guess that's the combo in the deck. He creates the goats. Alright, and we're going to create a 5/6. And then we get a land. Let's go Garen Brig. Yes, sir. So versus fast decks, I mean, we're playing fast decks. You know, this is a good sample size because this is, you know, fast decks. You know, we're a ramp deck, so fast decks are kind of like our enemy. So this is kind of good that we're actually, you know, sporting decent versus these decks. And you can tell in each match we're making our opponents think. Like, when you make creature decks think, you know you're doing something right. Like, he's probably thinking, should I sacrifice 2 creatures to make him sacrifice a creature? Do I swing with all my do I attack with all my creatures? This is a little perplexing to me. Like, I think he wants us to kill him so he can, like, escape cost him and bring him down as a 5/4, maybe? Is that his plan? If we don't kill that, then he'll sacrifice that to that. I'm gonna these decks are so annoying. I think we take the 3 damage and force him to sacrifice this. which I think he's going to anyway. So let's just get it over with. Okay, I'm surprised in response to the block he didn't sacrifice. If he's gonna sacrifice now, he should have sacrificed then, before his creature died. And again, if this dies, we can go into our graveyard and put anything on the top of our library. That's what makes this creature highly annoying, Cavalier of Thorns. By the way, these have gone up in value from $6 to $10. I know, because I paid the price. Guys, typically in my videos, I pack in a lot more information than the title says. I mean, this title's not going to say MTG Finance, more than likely, but I'm talking about MTG Finance, right? Indirectly. Alright, so what we're going to do here is bring down a 4/4. Now, normally in the past, we'll attack with a 5/6. But I'm not interested in attacking with a 5/6 because I'm going to well, maybe we are. No, I'm not interested in attacking with a 5/6 because I'm going to kind of tell you why. Because we can lock them down next turn with this. So, actually we're going to pass our turn. So, kind of see how we kind of like sneak in there. Okay, Rankle, but it's a 3/3. We have our 4/4 flyer. I mean, Rankle isn't really going to do much here. Unless there's something I don't see. Which he has 2 cards in his hand. See, I like when Theros comes out because having 6 sets in the format as opposed to 5 sets, there's 6 sets now in Standard, it creates more versatility. Yeah, I knew he was going to do that, right? Well, this has got reach, so I don't know if you realize that. Okay, we'll sacrifice the Hyrdoid Krasis. Alright. This has got reach. This has got reach, so it can block flyers. I don't think he saw that. Cavalier of Thorns is kind of sneaky like that. Yeah, I think he made a mistake. Unless he can give it -3/-3. Alright. And, ladies and gentlemen, here's the kill shot. He's tapped out next turn. He is tapped out. He's tapped out. It doesn't matter. All his creatures are tapped out. He's tapped out. Ooh. Yeah, he's got to sacrifice. And then, if we sacrifice Cavalier of Thorns, we can go ahead and put anything on top of our library. So you know what we're gonna do? Is this a legend? This is not a legendary enchantment. It's not legendary. Oh, we're gonna sacrifice this, and then we're gonna go ahead and get another one. Oh, this is so crazy. Look, we're just gonna get another one and just tap them out every turn. Oh my gosh. Yes, we'll take that action. Oh my gosh, he's tapped out for 2 turns because we're gonna double cast this thing. It's not a legendary. It's not legendary. I know it's a mythic. Resolve. He's all tapped out. And they don't untap during his next untap step. Oh my gosh, guys. Can we get away with casting him untapping? So that'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I don't want to get too cute with this here. Oh my gosh, he is so hosed. The game is so over. We're just controlling the game. Oh my gosh. And they're not going to untap again. And they're not going to untap again. And they're not going to untap again. Because this is not legendary? How's this not a legendary this enchantment? You could have... Wait a minute. Look. He is tapped out for his next 2 turns. He can't do jack crap. He's done. Oh. Ouch. Guys, and you cannot blame our opponents if you're saying, well, our opponent's playing slow. No, have respect for the opponent, man. You don't see this. He's not seeing this combo. He's not seeing this deck. You kidding me? He's not seeing this. So he's probably saying, he's like, am I getting beat down by 8/8 Krakens? But they're going to tap. Look, and then we gain control. Oh, wow, okay. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just like... I'm just having fun. I mean, I'm not even, like... We're going to do a lot more with these decks. Oh, he's tapped out. That's a game. Nissa.
Witness the ties that bind us all.
Resolve. Good game, brother. It's a good game.
The land shall conquer you.
Yep. So both our opponents quit. Alright guys, well feel free to share, subscribe, and like. Hey, you know, like I said, I can sit here and toot my own horn and tell you all the pre-releases I've been to and what I placed. By the way, I make an hour video. Guys, when you see a video that's an hour, understand how much information I pack in these videos. I mean, I understand, you know, from a Magic the Gathering sense, you don't know who I am. I've been playing the game since 1994 when I was a wee little kid. I've seen every decade of Magic the Gathering. My DCI card is back in the 1990s, okay? My DCI card is back in the 1990s, all right? I study pharmacology and occupational therapy. I have to be very analytical very quickly, and I apply those analytics to Magic the Gathering. I used to be in a bodybuilding. I used to model. I'm not a joke. This is not a joke. I can actually show you pictures. There's pictures of me modeling. The thing about it is that I was always that person that had a dumbbell in one hand and a book in another, right? There's like 2 sides of my life. And so, you know, back when I was growing up, and let me just tell you a story, you know, like when, you know, NSYNC and was the Backstreet Boys, it wasn't popular to play Magic the Gathering. It wasn't popular to you know, to do some of these things. So, you know, when I was playing sports and stuff like that, I'd actually have to like hide my Magic the Gathering cards away from my friends. And that's a true story. But now I get to share some of this stuff with you because, you know, times have changed. And so, you know, people will bash Wizards and say, you know, Wizards, you know, is not for local game stores, and we can have that debate. I'm not a drama channel, guys. I barely watch YouTube. I don't watch a lot of YouTubers, so I'm sorry, you know, if somebody comes up to me in the comment section and says, hey, what do you think? Listen, I'm not here to cause drama. The thing what I am do is I'm here to basically inform you of everything that I've seen and what I think is going to happen. Like, for a great example, do I think Walking Ballista or Sun Crown is going to get banned? Yeah, one of the two is going to get banned. Okay, in 6 weeks from now, one of those will be banned. You're going to wake up and either Sun Crown, the Sun Crown God that came out in Theros, or Walking Ballista will be banned. Because in Pioneer, I'll put up the combo. See the combo right there? You can get Sun Crown gives a creature lifelink, and Walking Ballista deals 1 damage. You see how it can keep on getting +1/+1 counters, and you keep on dealing 1 damage to your opponent? See that combo? Okay, I saw that immediately during the pre-release. Okay, so one of those cards are gonna get banned. All right, and then there's another infinite combo off Sun Crown in Modern. So there's 2 infinite combos off Sun Crown. Right, so we might have another Oko situation, and I'm not throwing Wizards under the bus. Okay. you have to. Wizards have got to do what they have to do. I'm not anti-Wizards. I'm certainly. I'd probably say I'm more pro-Wizards. Because as much as people complain about the game, I can tell you that they allow you to play this MTG Arena, and it's a great experience, and allows you to be connected through Magic the Gathering, and allows you to be the most connected. But I want you to be connected in the right place. So, if you're going to spend a lot of money on the Sun Crowns, be a little careful. Wait till to see what happens with the banning. You know what I mean? If you're buying a lot of Walking Ballistas, I think they'll ban Ballista over Sun Crown. But one of them's got to go. One of them's going to go. And that's in Pioneer. That's not in Standard. Okay? So Pioneer, a little bit of Modern. And if Walking Ballista gets banned, Sun Crown will drop in value. It'll drop in value. Because that's the reason why Sun Crown is worth so much right now, is because Walking Ballista. That infinite combo in Pioneer, okay? So if one gets banned, the other is going to lose value. So would I pay right now $25 for what they're going for Sun Crown, 20 to 25 bucks? Would I pay for that? No, absolutely not. You're going to pay not in 8 weeks from now. You're going to regret spending that much money on a card that either it's going to get banned itself, or the combo to the card is going to get banned. It's a really good card, though. It's a really good card. But I like thinking outside the box, right? It's so this is kind of like what we're doing here. So anyway, feel free to subscribe, share, and like. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you do, subscribe and comment in the comment section. And you'll say, why do I keep on saying subscribe and comment? Because to me, I'm recognized as a sports channel. YouTube defaults me as a sports channel. In fact, a lot of my MTG videos don't get the wider broadcast viewing because YouTube I had a couple sports videos that went viral. Okay, they went viral. A couple sports videos. And because of that, YouTube has recognized me as a sports channel. That's just the way it is. So my Magic the Gathering, so I just prefer people to comment and subscribe. That's the one thing you can do. If you want to share it, that's great. But the comments really help me. And subscribing is the best thing that you can do. So right now I'm not asking for a Patreon or anything like that. So we're just having fun with this. Again, we'll make these decks a little bit more competitive. Check out the Simic mill deck that I created. We're going to work on that as well. So it'll be titled Simic. You'll see Simic Ramp Mill. And check out my hour-long videos on that pre-release, on my pack openings. There's a lot of information there. The camera quality, whatever. I might ramble a little bit, but I pack a lot of information in my videos. Hopefully you enjoy this. Subscribe, share, and like. Until next time, thank you, and have a good day.